My name is Patricia, and I am glad to be here. This has been a journey that has taken quite a long time, but we are finally here and we are grateful. And so I'm the Executive Director of STADA. STADA was founded in the year 2020. We are based in Nyando, sub-county. And we love partnerships, so we are looking forward to partnering with everyone in this room. So I have a brief speech just to commemorate this day. So I'll just go ahead and read. For more than 40 years, the world has made ambitious commitments to create a healthy future for all. From the declarations of STADA in 2018 and Alma Mater, just like Dr. Tieno said, in 1978, to the UN Sustainable Development Goals of 2015, to the UHC Political Declaration of 2019, which has been referred to as the most comprehensive set of health commitments ever adopted. Along the way, global leaders have repeatedly recognized primary health care, an approach that can reach every community and meet the vast majority of people's health needs throughout their lives. As the foundation of health systems and the key to greater well-being, social and economic prosperity and equity. Yet, for more than 40 years, the reality of these commitments has fallen short of their promise. Instead of acting on lessons learned to build the health systems people want and need, we keep retreating into patterns of crisis and inaction, leaving millions of lives and livelihoods in the balance. The COVID-19 pandemic and other emerging health threats continue to test the resilience of health systems and prove that we still aren't prepared to meet the challenge. As a result, additional negotiations have been launched to strengthen pandemic preparedness and response, including calls for a pandemic treaty, reform to the international health regulations, and a new fund to help prevent future health emergencies. Efforts are also underway to make up lost ground in the fight against leading infectious, non-communicable diseases. However, without a strong foundation of primary health care to address growing gaps in essential health services, the most vulnerable communities will remain most susceptible to any threat, local or global, to their health and well-being. It is time for a radical reset. 2023 will see two high-level UN meetings on universal health coverage and one on pandemic prevention, preparedness and response, as well as a midpoint of sustainable development goals. All these moments represent opportunities to stop repeating history and begin a new chapter of sustained action, recognizing primary health care as a crucial link between these urgent health goals. And so as a country, as we look forward to some of these international conferences and even as a county, we need to be able to prioritize people who have been failed by the system, not those already benefiting from it. And this recognizes that we have to change our governance and equity space, change who has the power to set policy agendas and allocate resources at all levels of government, so that the wealthy, privileged, or most vocal few are no longer dictating the lives of many. Teams of decision makers must reflect the expertise of all diverse communities that health systems are meant to serve, or else decisions will keep leaving some people behind. We need to require that patients and patient advocates, frontline health providers who are predominantly left behind, and communities be included as equal partners in leadership and management of healthcare service delivery. These are some of the people best positioned to identify crucial gaps and drive solutions that we have missed in the past. Insist on agreements and responses, including strategies and policies, that look at the health security part, that foster genuine solidarity, equity, mutual learning across country, and no longer permit the most powerful leaders, donors, and everyone to set their priorities, because a lot of times priorities come from the bottom up, and that's why it's crucial for us to develop strategies that make sense to us as counties and as different sectors. The second thing is we need to give the people what they want. Quality health services in their community that work around their needs, preferences, and everyday lives, instead of requiring financial or personal sacrifices to get trusted standard of care. We need to earn the trust by consistently delivering primary health care that meets everyone's needs across their lifespan. Services must be respectful, fully responsive, proactive, and well managed with reliable entry points in every community. We need to invest in a well-resourced, protected, diverse, and skilled team-based health workforce at community, subnational, national, so that health workers can ensure patient satisfaction and meet all essential health needs in times of crisis and calm. We need to set measurable targets and report disaggregated data transparently on quality across all pillars of primary health care. We need to invest in capacity, performance, and impact. This should include external and community-led reviews of how government policy structures and funds are translating to quality services for all. And I'm glad Kisumu County has already started something along those lines. We need to demand systems that generate high-quality care for all people and communities. Remove all financial and other barriers to health services so that everyone, particularly the most marginalized groups, can get quality care, products, and information that they need, and their entire families, communities, and economies. Then finally, we need to prioritize human rights, gender equity, social determinants of health through multi-sectoral action, and involve communities as partners in their own care, recognizing that good health starts outside of the clinic, and that is what Dr. Otieno was saying. Finally, and the third point is treat primary healthcare as an investment, not a cost, to build resilience into the foundation of health system and improve health outcomes for all. And here we look at the issue of financing and the issue of resilience. We need to drive more, better, and localized investments towards health systems on primary healthcare, allocating funds according to each communities and countries' needs and priorities, and in our case, our county. More public financing is especially key in countries that receive less, and we are able to make sure that the dependence goes down. Instead of diverting resources from one crisis to the next, we need to ensure that every program for pandemic preparedness and prevention and response includes specific investments for improving primary health care as a foundation of a resilient health system that can adapt to any threat and can sustain comprehensive health services for all. We need to establish policies and systems, and our strategy is a good place to start, of mutual accountability to uphold people's fundamental right to health, sustain PHC investment, and keep improving population health and well-being, even as administrations come and go. And finally, we need to earmark financing to strengthen health data, surveillance, information systems, and community engagement in primary health care, because we cannot leave communities behind. And use comprehensive assessments to drive better decision making, which I'm glad Kisumu County is doing very well around. Everyone must be counted and included, and let's not leave anyone behind. And so we need to make this time different. We need to look at primary health care as a central pillar of our health system. I know everyone here is touched one way or the other when it comes to primary health care. And we need to look at the issue of investment from a wider perspective so that we are able to ensure that every program in every department focuses on primary health care as a cost-effective way to ensure that our people are healthy. And to devolve primary health care, Dr. Rai normally says, from brick and mortar to real services within the community, where everyone knows that I need to wake up and open my window. It's my responsibility to make sure my house is well ventilated. It's my responsibility to wash my hands. It's my responsibility. No one will come and make sure that I don't defecate in an open area. That is my responsibility. And so how do we ensure that we move from a point where we are very reliant on our hospitals and health facilities to a point where health becomes everyone's priority, and that we devolve that service to everyone alike and we give everyone a chance to be able to succeed. As STADA, we are committed to ensure that we help the county to be able to achieve most of these goals, and we will keep on resource mobilizing and supporting in the area of our needs. Our system of support is not donor dependent. We see a need, we resource mobilize around it, and we come to be able to be partners with you because we recognize that it is your responsibility. We cannot take it up, but we can always supplement the work that you are doing. So thank you very much on behalf of STADA for being here, and we hope to continue partnering in other ventures as well. And thank you for everyone who was involved in this process under the leadership of Dr. Otieno. Karibuni sana and asante.